guys, so I'm still getting over a cold, so my voice is a little shaky. So it might be some of this might be soft-spoken, some of it might be whispered, just depending on how my voice does. But today, as you can see, we have a lot of Colourpop palettes. So, similarly to what I did when I made a bigger magnetic palette, I talked about it in that video, but maybe you fell asleep. It's okay if you fell asleep. That's kind of the goal, is to just have you be relaxed. I knocked into my water cup. Oh my gosh. It's of course one of those big stainless steel cups. I'd show you the cup, but it's got like my 9-to-5 job name on it. And we're not on that level. I don't think you need to know that. But we're going to turn this Play It Jewel palette into a palette that's more complete, more fun, and it's for a 14-year-old. So I mentioned it briefly in my video where I talked about her. She's a good kid, and this is makeup that I don't really use, and I've already gotten the all clear from her parents to pass these on. So they are in the camp of being really supportive of their daughter and her interests, and they're happy that we share that interest, so I can like pass things on to her that don't really work for me, and so on and so on, which I really like. Like I said, she's a good kid, so it makes it easy to like want to pass these things on. I'm just going right into it. So I'm not really sure how I feel about this last row, or this last column, I mean. It's all browns, which, I mean, they do have their place, so maybe I'll keep them. But I want to make this something that feels like fun and like inspiring, and not just like boring neutrals and things like that. So let's see. What I have here is I have a stack of palettes that I have a stack of palettes here that I don't use very much, and they're all the like smaller pans. So like this one, I like it. Like I like mint greens, but there's really only so much I can do with this palette. One that I'm kind of sad that I got rid of was the I want to say it was called the Mar palette from Colourpop. It was like half blue, half neutral, but it was all like warm tones. It was really, really nice. But I got rid of it like a long time ago because I never reached for it. And I do realize that like now I've got so many, now I have so many Colourpop palettes that like I could literally build my own that's like pretty reminiscent, if not exactly the same. But that's a lot of work, and I'm pretty lazy. So, real, I'm pretty lazy. So I think what I'll do, I'm scooting my like extra shades over. You can't really see that. Let's see. If I zoom you out a little bit, you can see my water cup. but you can't see the name on it. No, let's zoom you in. I like you zoomed in like this. Let's get cozy. I like being cozy. So, over to the right, I've got my like extra shades. They're just kind of boring. Now, if you're someone who likes neutral shades, I'm happy for you. I love that journey. I'm so grateful that you are out there. But I know this teenager is not, she's not a neutral girly. She will use, she likes doing special effects makeup, and so she'll use like neutral colors for that. But she's really in her like experimenting with color kind of phase. And I'm into that for her. So I think what I'm going to do is I think I will give her this shade, but I'm not going to keep it in that row or in that column. I keep calling them rows. They're not rows. They're columns. But I think what I'm going to do is like make this column like the blue and green. So I'll move Tiara over. We'll call it Crown. And then I'll pull this one. And we'll give Mojito Mami. And then, let's give Seltzer. Now, I mentioned it in my last video, but she's fair like I am, which is nice because if I come across a like foundation that doesn't work for me, if it's like too pale or it just like isn't quite right, I'm able to pass it to her, which is nice. And she'll either use it for like the special effects kind of stuff that she does, or she can use it like on her face if it's pretty light coverage. She doesn't need a lot. I mean, she's got great skin. She's 14. So, and she's not really in the market for like skincare. I think here's what we have left. It's like part of me wants to give them to her, but let's see what else we have. Because I do really like this column. I think it looks really satisfying. Let's pop these out. Because yeah, maybe we're just going to make a really colorful palette for her. You know? Maybe. We've got endless possibilities, as Teresa's dad would say. I love her. Next we have this Nightmare Before Christmas palette. So I'm a big Nightmare Before Christmas palette. Nope. I'm a big Nightmare Before Christmas fan. I'm not a fan of this palette. I love the inside. I love the packaging. I think it's great. This color story ain't it, Chief. It just ain't it. Like, it's fine, but it's just not what it should be. So I think what I'll do is I might give her some of these shades, but first, let's dig into these other ones first. And we'll kind of get to that one last. Because that's one that, like, I haven't taken apart yet. So I know that all those shades are correct. But this is one I definitely have. So this was the Ooh La La palette. But I went through and I made, like, my own kind of pinky purple palette. So I think maybe she needs some of these. Let's see. Trying to set it down gently. So looking at the palette, we've got like this kind of red column happening. You can kind of see it here. I think we should keep with that. I don't feel like any of these quite fit though. Let's see what else we have. these could fit. So like maybe this one. Again, this was the It's My Pleasure palette, but again, I took them all apart. So I'm not really sure like what's what, where do things go, etc., etc. Ooh, yeah. This like magenta rose is gonna be really nice. I'm hoping we can find like a lighter pink to go there so it's not all dark. I mean, maybe this one. Maybe. We'll keep it as a maybe. And see what we have in my Lilac You Will Love palette. Yeah, none of these really are doing it for me either. Are we gonna strike out? We can't. There's no way. Oh yeah, I remember this one. I tried to make my own like Natasha Denona Metropolis palette, but small. Let me tell you, I have since purchased the Natasha Denona Metropolis palette. Does not, like, Colourpop does not hold a candle to the Natasha Denona formula for me. Not even almost. Like, it's just so good. Let's see. I might, oh yeah. I've got this one. Let's put like a light pinkish color in there. It's like a really icy pink. I think that looks nice. And then I think let's see. Let's do a purple row since I've got so many purples. We'll do this one. Yeah, this is where she's really gonna get to have like the colorful shades. The bigger palette I made had a lot more like neutrals, things like that. This one is definitely gonna be a little more exciting. At least I think. I think either way she's gonna be really happy with it. She's always really appreciative whenever I like share makeup with her. So I have no doubts that this will be exactly the same. She's just a good kid, guys. I'm telling ya. Let's see. Oh, yeah. And then I've got an idea. Ooh, these are kind of similar. How about we move this one up here? This one here. Oh yeah, I'm liking that. So I'm thinking for this column, we do like all light colors. Whew. Yeah. We'll do like a whole, like almost like an iridescent row column. They're columns. Cupcake. They're columns. But we'll still do it as like a gradient. Oh yeah. What do we think, guys? This is looking amazing. I love it. Okay, so then why not get rid of this this brown row, because I think we can do like a hot pink like coral row column. They're still columns, and I think we'll call it good. Let's see. I mean, I know that we still have like one of each. Real, if Colourpop sold this palette, I would buy it in a heartbeat. I would be like the first in line. I got that one dirty. It's okay. It's okay, it's okay. She's gonna love it. And then, let's see. I'm just looking through all my palettes. Don't mind me. Let's see. Where did I put it? Is it underneath the palette? Guys. Congratulations, you played yourself. I had palettes underneath the palette. This is my Sweet Talk palette. I took the 2 pressed glitters out of it, but I need to make it better. It's really just okay. I'm looking at my Coast Coral. This is a nice little coral palette if you're into that. I'll probably combine these two, like the Coast Coral and the Sweet Talk. Oh yes, I knew I had like more lighter pink shades. So put this one up here, and then this one. Ooh. Let's see, I think this one would be nice. Yeah, none of these are actually from this palette. Let's see. Ooh. I think that's looking pretty. Let's see. I think for the next column, do we do like all purple? I feel like we do. So should we move this green one over? No. Let's move this one over. Yeah. I love that. Let's see. I'm going to rearrange them a little too. Let's see. Some of these are so powdery. And then, yeah, I think that looks really fun. Yeah, I think that's fun. And then, let's see. So for the last column, I think we should do purple, because I've got more purples left. I really did like the It's My Pleasure palette, but like I bought these 9-pen palettes when when I was first getting back into makeup, and I didn't know what I wanted, so I ended up getting a lot of things that like weren't a good fit for me. Like they either like didn't look good with my undertone, or like they didn't perform how I thought they would, and like it just wasn't a good fit. So it's not necessarily like a quality issue, but it's also definitely not like a high quality, if that makes sense. Like, how do I explain it? It wasn't necessarily like any of these things are bad. If they were bad, I wouldn't like give them away. I'd just, get rid of them. But they also just weren't a great fit for me personally. So happy that these will go to like a happy home. And I'm gonna get really bold. Because of course I want to add a shade to the very bottom. And it's a black. Because I figure if I give her a matte white, I should give a matte black too. So let me clean this palette up a little bit because it's dusty. So let's see. 1 second and I'll show you. Okay, so I've done my best to clean it up, but it's not super duper clean. But overall, I think it's much better. So we'll scoot you out. And so here's the palette all together. It's got like a hot pink column, then like red, then cool tone purple, warm tone purple, minty blues and greens, and then kind of just like a light ethereal row or column. They're still columns. So, I mean, really, I'm not gonna lie. I kind of do want to keep it for myself. It's not like she'd know. But here's the thing. I would know. So, I will give this away to her. And I hope she treasures it forever. Because I know that I would. It's just really pretty. Yeah, why doesn't Colourpop do, like, more things like this? Like, I guess they did with, like, their Aurora Struck palette, which is really hard to say. Aurora Struck palette. But yeah, like, I really like this. I think she'll really like it. And, yeah, like, I'll probably clean it up a little better. But yeah, I think this is really pretty. Hopefully she likes it. I'll try to let you guys know on my community tab if she does like it, if she doesn't like it, like if she gives it back to me because she hates it for some reason. Like, I'll let you guys know, but I don't think that'll be the case. She's really a good kid, I promise. But yeah, so this has been me creating a smaller Colourpop palette out of the Play It Jewel, which I love this palette. If you can get it on sale, get it on sale. If you like a half colorful, half neutral palette, it doesn't have any pressed glitters, which I love. I don't use those, so yeah, I hope you know that you're treasured. I hope you have a great day, night, wherever you are. But yeah, bye sprinkles.